They were doing something a little bit different, playing a game that I never thought I would try before, and honestly hearing about the hype, I thought I had to today. We're talking about Raid Shadow Legends. With an endless amount of content and AAA graphics, it's crazy you haven't tried it yet, especially since it's cross-platform. Myself, I'm playing on PC and on my Steam Deck, so there's so many ways to play. And we're gonna be going over a lot of fun stuff, including my journey through this game and going through some battles, but let me tell you about something more exciting. There actually hasn't been a better time to start playing Raid, and with 5 million monthly active users, you can't go wrong. Now, Raid is celebrating 6 years for its anniversary, and they went crazy with the amount of giveaways for new players. I mean, check this out. With the QR code on screen right now and the link in the description down below, you get so many bonuses for this anniversary for a limited time, might I add. Firstly, you will get an immediate huge anniversary starter pack worth over $60, including the epic new Zargala and other useful things for the start of your game, making sure that you get off to a fast and lightning quick start to make sure the grind isn't as bad as many other players make it out to believe. And the second thing you get after downloading with my link is you get to use a special anniversary promo code Supreme6 to get a Void Legendary Champion Supreme Galek, the perfect match for Zargala. They're actually a couple in the lore. Now, there's a lot of cool things that you get with the Galek. I don't want to spoil it just yet, but it is going to be something that you're going to want in your party and starting off strong going into the campaign and then into the arena, things that we're going to talk about later, by the way. The third and last thing you're going to get right off the bat is the 4th limited time champion legendary Alice the Wanderer by simply logging to Raid for 7 days. That's right, a free login bonus, a legendary that's going to be able to join your party and make sure you're starting off strong in the campaign, jumping into the arena, and then further down the line as you continue your raid journey. Now, these champions are available again after downloading via my custom link or QR code. So if you go directly to the app stores or use any other link to download it, you won't get these packages. So make sure you're hitting those links or else you're not going to get this free stuff. The key here is you can add me under That Mill Guy and join my clan, That Mill Guy clan, with the clan tag MMTZ to make sure that we can go on some raids together, do some clan stuff together. Join me on my raid journey. Now, this is the opening screen on Raid, and it may seem a little confusing, but it's actually a lot easier to navigate than you think. The first place you want to go to once you have your kind of party ready and you have your hero selected is going into battle. And really the progression that you're looking for is campaign into the arena and then a little bit of dungeons intermixed, but I highly recommend starting off with the campaign. Now, you have a couple of battles that you can go through. This is my progress all the way down, and you'll notice that I've actually already spent the time to complete the campaign. And I wanted to kind of give you a taste of what that's like. So instead of showing you the final one, well, we start in the middle, maybe with Valdemar Strait here. So what I'm going to do is maybe go through the whole section here with my current party that I have set up here. So if we kind of check this out here, right now I have 4 party members, 2 legendaries, and one of my starter heroes that have actually already leveled up. If we kind of bring this down here, you're going to see everyone level 50, 49, 49, 42. We've already been grinding, making sure that we got our heroes up there to make sure we can reach some of that mid-game content, because I still got a long ways to go for the end game, but that doesn't mean there isn't enough for us to do. So let's hop right into it and start this battle. So as we kind of load in here, we're going to see, again, the graphics looking amazing here, and we start to see some of the battles going off immediately. As you can see, my party is pretty darn strong, and we're going to be able to make quick work of something like this. Again, I finished the campaign here. You got to do your grinding and make sure you can level up and put in the work to make sure your heroes and your champions are as far as they need to be once you start hitting some of that later on content down the line. So finish it off real quick. We start to see kind of the level ups here. You'll already notice some of my characters already max level. I got some other work to do with them down the line, but there's still some I want to kind of put up there. So for now, we're just going to hit next, keep going through so we can set up our champions again. And actually in the middle of this, let's say I want to change things up, we can pop into our champion screen here, and let's say, for example, for my Tagore here, if I wanted to change some of the equipment they have, well, I can pop into here and it looks like we got a cool little accessory that can pop up the attack power, which is really nice. I'm not going to equip that just yet. I wanted to showcase maybe some of the other things. These are some of the items that I've grinded for already. And you'll notice I've actually already done some leveling up, brought this piece of equipment all the way up to 16. Now let's continue the journey here. Just wanted to kind of showcase this. I'm pretty happy with where my equipment is for now. Let's start into this next battle here. As you'll note, in each one of these campaign sections, there's multiple levels for you to go through, multiple sections for you to battle your way through. And what you get is actually different star ratings based on how you complete things, based on how successfully you complete the level. And those stars that you gain will ultimately lead to further rewards down in the campaign. So if you end up finding yourself finishing off a campaign level, make sure you revisit those levels if you didn't do it to the best of your ability. Maybe you just got it on your first try, but you may not have got it perfectly, and that's the key here. So for example, in this level, I beat this stage, no losses, but 2 or fewer champions, no losses. So let's try and go for that. Let's try and pop out these 2 right here. Head for that 3-star. Let's see if we can kind of make that happen. Now, these are 2 level 50 champions that I have here, and these are going to be definitely the ones that I'm relying on the most. You're going to notice this character right here on the top left. This is one that I started with off the top. This is one that I've been spending all this time grinding into, all the way from that low level all the way up here to kind of as high here as level 50. And I'm definitely kind of working through some of what I have right now to try and get it up to as high a status as possible, get him up to level 60 as soon as I can. So managed to finish it, lickety split, and that's what grinding does. You can get up there, you can get as powerful as you need to, and then you're going to see that if we pop into kind of stage selection there, now we have that at kind of 3 stars. So let's pop into this next one. Let's continue this challenge actually. Why not? And what you'll notice actually, based on how I kind of order things, I'm going to get different bonuses. So why don't I make my leader here so that it increases all ally HP in all battles by 15%. Then I can add another character there and start from there. So in this case, again, if you're liking what you're seeing, hit that QR code, hit that download link down below, join my clan, and we can do some of this fun stuff together. So when it comes to, kind of battling these characters right here, remember that if it feels like too much is happening right now, you can let some of these battles go on auto, right? Like we're just letting this go. We're watching our kind of character progress. We can stop that auto at any point if we wanted to use certain abilities at certain times. And again, cross platform here, so I don't have to sit here in front of my computer all day if I don't want to. If I wanted to take a break, again, hop on my Steam Deck or something a bit more portable, I can hop on there on the couch and continue the journey that way. So let's keep continuing down the line. Let's get these 3 stars here. Why not? Let's increase the amount of rewards that we have and see if maybe we can hit the boss of the level at something interesting at 2 heroes only. Let's see what we can do here. So ultimately, we got some kind of debuffs coming down the line here. Definitely the characters that I've chosen are more, definitely more attack focused here. A couple of debuffs and stuff like that, but I did make sure when I include my full party, there's a little bit of reanimation shenanigans, a little bit of healing going on. It's kind of like other RPGs and other games that you play like this, where you have to sometimes have a balanced party depending on what you're going for, because sometimes you have balances where you can include a party that has a bunch of characters that do similar things, so you get overwhelming odds of like one effect. I personally like a little bit of balance. I like a little bit of attack here, a little bit of buffing here, a little bit of heals here, and that's how I've kind of built my party for now. Does that change down the line? It could. Raid has so many champions that you can choose from, different parties, different bonuses, and so many different equipment, so many ways to mix and match what you're trying to do here. And so you're gonna see all these pretty little the kind of numbers coming up and down. You see some of the self heal going on, and that's how I've kind of built that character there. So let's keep it going. So we're finally on this final boss right here of this kind of campaign level, and we're gonna continue the grind this way. So going through the first wave, going through the second wave, not that bad. Let's see how 2 characters can do up against that final boss here. Let's make sure that we can definitely hit that and get those stars there. One thing I want to show after is definitely where you want to go from the campaign. So we're at this kind of final boss here. Let's see. So we got some continuous heal effects. So making sure if we're not doing enough damage, these characters are going to be healing over time. So we got to make sure, you see how much kind of healing is going on from the opponent here. So we got to make sure, you see they're grabbing some life. So we got to make sure we're doing a lot of damage just like that to finish it off. So again, this kind of moves us into the next stage of the campaign. But what do we do if we finish the campaign? Well, you can kind of close this out. You can pop into the arena where you go into the classic arena. That's where I'm at my level. You spend your coins and you hop into kind of battles against parties that other players have made. And now the game's going to walk you through all the intricacies of this. It's very upfront, not confusing at all. You just kind of hop through it step by step. Let me show you, for example, let's kind of pop down maybe a party here with 19k power. Let's battle this one right here. Full stack. Right? Let's make sure, again, if I set up this character as my, so for example, my champions here, if I set up Tagore as my lead, then I make sure that I then have a 25% ally HP boost in all battles. So just making sure I'm starting off strong. Let's start off this battle right now. Starting off on that auto, again, that mono, right? One player versus another. And look, this is what a little bit of practice does, right? So my opponent's got a level 50 on their side, but I got a couple on my side, so we make quick, easy work. As you can see, I've already been doing some battling. I'm already kind of rank 3, and I have some kind of XP to go. So I'm definitely going to be continuing down this grind and making sure that we're able to use some of these badges to upgrade our party further down the line. Everything you're doing is providing you with more buffs that you can use later down the line. So there's always something to work towards. There's always something to be better at than your opponent. There's always buffs and things that are weaker and stronger versus other characters. So you want to make sure that you're working through a variety of champions. But that kind of leads me to my last point here. What are some of the ways that we can get new champions? I've shown you how to battle with them. I've shown you kind of the progression that you want to move through with them. But where you want to go right now is actually to the portal, where we can open up some shards. Now, specifically with these shards, we get a different amount of kind of characters that we can use throughout. And the key here is that if they're like legendary, they're mythical, sure, you want to keep them. But let's say you have a lot of commons and uncommons, you don't really want to use them. Well, you can actually sacrifice those commons and uncommons to then level up the characters that you want. So that's the beauty of it. You know, you don't just open up useless characters, they actually get used towards the characters that you want. So let's open up like a mystery shard here. Let's summon up one here. Let's see what we get. Okay. Okay, a little bit of archer. Okay, a dark elf. Not bad, a common. Not something that I'm looking for in my party, but again, something that we can use towards leveling up one of our other characters. So that's pretty sweet. Let's go up to maybe a void shard. Not just a mystery shard. Let's go up to a void shard here and summon some of our silver here. What do we got? Something good, something good. Okay, this is a rare now. See, now this is great. So we can level the rare up to level 30 if we want. Definitely some cool abilities. This is something I definitely want to check out. I don't believe I have any Shadowkin with me, but maybe that's because I'm not terribly familiar with so many of the abilities that we have. I've been hyper focusing on a couple. So maybe this is a champion I want to keep and kind of explore down the line. Let's keep going here. Now the last shard I want to showcase here is definitely this sacred shard. I want to open 2. I actually have 2 sacred shards. Let's actually summon epic or legendary. Let's see if we can get a legendary. Let's see if we can get a legendary. Okay, we get an epic support. Now, supports are actually kind of sweet. Some of them have some crazy buffs, some really cool defensive abilities. So this one is something I want to explore. Maybe that's the type of player I am. I like buffing my team up a lot. So kind of Elfrig here, definitely something I want to check out. Let's open the other sacred shard here. Okay, let's get a legendary. Let's get a legendary. Okay. All right, this one looks so cool. So we got an epic here, Clawed Beast Feeder. This one's so cool. So this is an XP kind of HP oriented character. Really cool abilities here. Attacks like pretty strong and everything. This is just like so cool. And look, like you can explore like all around. Look at some of this funky like designs you have in the back here. So fleshed out. So fleshed out. I like, it's not just the front facing. They got everything about the characters kind of going here. So definitely something that I want to open. Okay, hold on. You know what? We're gonna open another void shard. I want to see if I can open a legendary. One more. Okay, no legendary, but yo, this is freaky. Doom Screech. Okay. From the Undead Hordes. Okay, yeah. This is cool. Yeah. Okay, let's go with one more. Come on. I'm addicted to opening shards. Here. Okay, what do we got from the Seducer? Defense type character. Okay, again, definitely seems like they're doing a little bit of spell casting. Not necessarily my thing, but I do like, kind of more attack oriented stuff, buffs, healing, but down the line, this is definitely something I can explore because you got to have that variety, as I was mentioning. Sometimes you're going to come up against other parties and other makeups where your lineup is actually weak to. So you want to make sure that you can switch to something at a moment's notice. You got to make sure you're leveling up multiple characters if you're able to. So these are the type of things that I want to make sure I save. And this, I think, is where I want to end off my brief introduction to Raid Shadow Legends. Let me know if you want to join my party here, join my clan, because I'm definitely going to continue down leveling up, getting more champions here, and making sure I get through the arena a little bit and level myself up. I've already finished the campaign, but I want to explore some of more of what this game has to offer, because I'm only level 25 here. I still got some really cool things to unlock, as we see, such as the Forge, or if we go through like the Altar of Souls. So I'm going to continue down that way, and hopefully you'll join me by the time I get there. With everything I showed you and more, I'm surprised you haven't started playing yet. Click my link in the description down below, or scan the QR code on screen to get the anniversary bonuses available only via my link. Remember, you will immediately get a huge anniversary starter pack worth over $60 with an epic Zargala and other useful things to start your game off strong. Secondly, after downloading my link, you can use a special anniversary promo code Supreme6 to get a Void Legendary Champion Supreme Galek. Again, perfect match here for the Zargala because they're actually a couple. And then finally, get a 4th limited edition champion legendary Alice the Wanderer simply by logging in a raid for 7 days. Now, notably, that is the 2nd legendary that you get, so that's going to be a strong start to the party that you have, allowing you to really jumpstart your way through that campaign that I was talking about. Now, these champions will only be available for a limited time using my custom link or QR code. Look, I've done enough yapping here. I hope to see you soon in my clan, and I'm gonna head back and do some leveling up.